Hi everyone, my name is Jackie Cahalan. I'm a child psychologist and I wanted to talk with you a little bit today about helping your kids cope with feelings of disappointment and sadness, especially regarding the upcoming winter break and the holidays. This year is going to be marked by a lot of changes. The holidays typically involve a lot of tradition, a lot of time with loved ones, and much of that this year is going to have to be either modified or canceled, or at the very least it's going to look significantly different than how we're used to. And the thing about this time of year and traditions is that we count on them to be the same. They are what grounds us in our values. So that's a hard thing. So first of all, before we even bring your kids into this, I think it's important to just acknowledge how you are feeling about all these changes. And there might be feelings of sadness and loss, which is definitely a form of grief, but there might also be parts of this that you are sort of relieved about, parts that felt really stressful or uncomfortable that you might be just as happy that you don't have to continue with that for this year. And all of that is fine. All of that is valid. And this same might be true for your kids also. So the first thing then, after you've sort of come to terms with where you are at, is to make sure that your kids have a realistic expectation of what things are going to look like. And that is going to involve some really frank conversations that might look like, look, I'm really sorry, but Grandma and Grandpa are not going to be able to come visit this year for Christmas. And once you say that and let them know, give a pause, give some space for them to process what you've said, to ask questions, and to sort of get in touch with how they might be feeling with that. After you've given them a moment to respond or process that, then you can check in with them. Say, how are you feeling about that? What do you think? And see if that starts a conversation. Whatever they say, you want to validate that and you want to support that. And you want to reflect on that too. Say, I know this is really hard. I'm really sad too. I really wish it didn't have to be this way. And you want to acknowledge that and give space for it. And then after you've done that, I also like to always give space for some sort of resiliency or message of hope. And so that could be something like, look, it's not always going to be this way. I'm sorry that it has to be this way now. We're going to get through this together. I'm so proud of you. I love you. This is all really hard and you're doing a great job. And so then you're going to try to give them space to hold both of those things. To hold the sadness, but also to hold the hope. And if there are positive things, to give them space for the positive things too. You could say, look, we are going to be able to do more things as a family and we're going to get to do these extra special things too. So I know things aren't the way that we want them to be this year and there are things we miss, but we're going to try to focus on that and then also try to focus on the good things that we have too and give them a sense of balance to hold on to. And then my final piece of advice for right now is make sure you're taking care of yourselves too. I know that acknowledging your feelings about this, but making space wherever you can for what your needs. And I know that that's easier said than done sometimes, especially when the kids are on break and there's so much that you're trying to support them with. But look for help where you can. I'm certainly here if anyone needs to reach out. And good luck, and we're gonna get through all this together. Thanks.